Hey, Justin James, World Long Drive Champion here for Justin James Golf. I want to show you how I warm up to compete in a long drive event. So these are some simple things you can use to get faster, quicker, get heated up, ready to go, because I know you guys aren't spending enough time on the range hitting balls and you're just going straight to the first tee. Here's some things you can use to get hot, fast. Here we go. All right, so it's game day. You've got a tee time about 30 minutes. Maybe you got a 10 o'clock. You got there 9:30. Realistically, most of you probably 9:45. How do we get hot? Only thing you're going to need is a PVC, a dowel, something. It doesn't have to be a PVC. First exercise I'm going to use, it's a split grip here. I'm going to start from kind of this close to impact position, P6 in the golf business. I'm going to pre-weight my front side, 90% of my weight on the ball of my front foot. I'm going to push the lead hip back, and I'm just going to accelerate to an uppercut. All right, now I'm going to start really slow. Notice you barely heard it whistle there. I'm going to go a little bit faster, and I'm just going to gradually pick up speed. I'm going to do 10 to 15 reps. Be patient. Gradually let your body open up. All right, this is not, you're not getting to the point where you're huffing and puffing. You're taking your time, but doing 10 to 15 quality reps and then moving on to the next exercise. You want to focus on this speed out in front and kind of taking this right hand and throwing this uppercut so your speed's out in front of you. My friends from Mach 3, their methodology, very effective. Speed's not at the ball, speed's out in front of the ball. All right, so now we'll go to exercise number 2. This is called a drag shot. This is my favorite one that I do. Okay, is I'm going to place this dowel back behind me. I'm going to step, drag, and fling that imaginary golf ball out in front of me. Again, creating some speed out in front. Okay, creating some resistance, if you will, through the impact zone. Notice it kind of bends and drags. And it's working on getting my pressure into my lead side early. And then a lot of extension out in front. It's going to really start to open up my body. Okay, we've done 10 to 15 reps with each of those. Now I'm just going to go straight to continuous swings. And continuous swings, I'm going to make a swing, and then off of the backswing, I'm going to throw the club straight back down. And I'm going to try to audio feedback, get that louder and louder, 10 to 15 swings in a row. That's going to improve my timing, my tempo, my rhythm, my sequencing, all the things we want to establish before going to the first tee. I mean, hopefully well under 5 minutes, right? Now, quickly, I'm going to set up a little practice station. I'm going to take that dowel, put that out in front of me. All right, if you have any alignment aids, I'm going to get one at my foot line. All right, just so I get a sense of alignment and my lines. And I'm going to grab an iron. All right, now what I'll do a lot of times is I will tee the ball up to start with. And I'm just going to start to clip. And this is long drive. This is how I'm starting for a long drive contest. Once I've got my alignment ready, I'm just going to start to clip shots one-handed. The first thing I want to do is I want to start to feel how the hands work, how the club's pivoting, and I want to get a sense of direction and how my hands are connected to the club face. Hands are a big power source. I want to start to use them early. So I'll start with the right hand. I'll go with the left hand, one-handed. All right, how many shots am I going to hit here? Just kind of until I'm comfortable. So again, if you're in a hurry, it might be 2 shots each hand. Right hand, left hand, then I'll go ahead and clip them with both hands. Okay, just trying to establish that low point, get good solid contact. All right, and then from there, I'm going to start to extend the swing arc, going from 1st to 5th gear. I have videos about this, a lot of material on my website, justinjamesgolf.com, on how I warm up and how I train to control the golf ball and create speed. I'm basically going, with those 10 to 20 yard shots, and I'm going to stretch that out to hopefully 300, 350 yards with the driver. Just extending the swing arc, but maintaining that good contact and just pushing the ball further and further down the fairway. That's kind of second gear, hands and arms. Then I'm going to work a little weight shift as well. I'll push into my trail side, lead side, and go. Then I'll go into fourth gear. And again, when am I progressing? I'm progressing time dependent on when I feel comfortable at that speed. All right, when I'm hitting the middle of the club face. Then I'll go to fourth gear. All right, and then I'll get to fifth gear, which is close to a few full swings. Then I'll grab the driver, and I'll repeat the same process. All right, this can be done very, very quickly if we're in a hurry. All right, I'm just establishing my swing arc, establishing my timing and my tempo, my rhythm. At this point, I'll be pretty turned on and ready to go. Now, here's how this works. This works if we start slowly and we progress in speed. It doesn't work if you take this dowel right out of the bag and you start taking swings with it as hard as you can. That's going to be injury city, okay? What we want to do is we want to start slow and then begin to gain speed. So as I grab the driver and I throw a glove on, I'm just going to repeat this same process. And I'm going to start with 20 to 50-yard shots. Nothing too fancy. All right, I have my lines here, so I'm getting a good idea of the club face and what we're doing with the golf ball so that when I get to that first tee, I'm not guessing where the ball's going. Okay, we'll just start with first gear, a little bit of hands here. That's moving the direction that I want. And then I'll progress up the chain. And what I'm doing, guys, is just extending this swing arc. If I can hit that shot with kind of launching the spin that I want, I should be able to do it faster. So now I'm just going to push away from the target. Back to third gear and try to hit it in the middle of the face. Fourth gear is when I push the hit back a little bit. And now we're about ready for fifth gear. So now I'm real close to making full swing. All right, so that's kind of my process. Warming up with some dowel movements and then starting to get a feel for the club head and where the hands and the golf ball are. All right, keep it simple. It's not complicated. Start to make some swings, extend that swing arc. You'll be warmed up. You'll be ready to go play some golf.